I'm not even going to hide the fact that I'm recording 3 or 4 videos in one go. Because, t-shirt. Anyway, hello Bookish Brits, Andrew here again, just to let you guys head it up in case you've not noticed. I've got the fan on, I've got my tumble dryer on, I have Wimbledon on, my cat is watching my hand with great suspicion. That's nothing new there. Anyway, I want to tell you guys about some books that are coming out in October. And future releases that will I read them, will I not, and why not? I'm really hoping the mic's now recording this after 3 videos. Okay, so, in the next few months, 4 fairly big titles are being released in YA, and they are... Oh, I forgot what the Sarah J. Maas one's called. I think Tower of Dawn? Tower of Glass? Tower of Dawn, I think it's Tower of Dawn. If I am mistaken, I apologise. I am not a fan of this series. By Sarah J. Maas. We then have Titles All the Way Down by John Green, Book of Dust Volume 1, Les Belles Savages by Philip Pullman, and then we have Origin by Dan Brown. So we have 4 very big books coming out in the next few months. Possibly, I think they're all around October time, I think. I might be mistaken. I'll put all the links to the books down below so in case we can try it. And I really just wanted to know, what are you guys going to read them? Are you going to read them? Have you pre-ordered them? Are you excited about them? There's no real reason. I'm just morbidly curious. I'm not morbidly curious. Because I was listening to a podcast now talking about these books, and I was there going, there's only one book on that list I'm 100% confident as soon as I get a copy of that book, I'm reading it. And that is The Book of Dust. I have been waiting for this book series for so long. So long. So, I know. And I'm on holiday when that's released, would you believe? So, I'm not going to get it till after I come back from my holiday. So, yeah, that's not good. But the other 3, I was just thinking, am I going to read them? Will I ever read them? With the Sarah J. Maas Tower of Dawn, I know most of you guys love Sarah J. Maas. I'm not a fan of her writing, so it doesn't bother me. But because it's a standalone novel, I feel like I could get away with reading it without reading the others. I'll have to know your opinions on that. So you're mortified. I sense Bookish Brits. And then with the other 2, with Origin by Dan Brown and Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I wrote a blog post when John Green's book was announced, and everyone was going completely bonkers, completely ecstatic on Twitter, going, it's happening, it's October, yay! And I was just like, okay, and I just continued having my cup of tea, because it doesn't really bother me, John Green. I've read some of his books, and I like them, but I notice he does a few tropes that I really don't like, and I've just gone, I'm not in any rush. I will read it. Let's admit this right now. I will probably read Turtles All the Way Down. I'm just not going to buy it as soon as the book comes out. I'm going to wait till it comes out in paperback, maybe get it from my library, get it second hand from a charity shop. I will do it. I will read it, but I don't have that need. And that is probably the same with Origin. I'm curious about it because it's Dan Brown. I have read 2. Yeah, I read Angels and Demons, and then I read The Lost Symbol. Angels and Demons was good. The Lost Symbol was awful. I did not like it. I'm sorry, but when you have a character who's being drowned in water, and then we find out several chapters near the end of the book, oh, it's not water, it's breathable gel, which I don't even know exists, then it's like, okay, I'm not going to read you anymore. But I'm slightly curious, because the hype is slowly beginning to build with that one. And the fact of the matter is, all these books are published in October, which is a big time for publishers, because when October, that is like the month. And there's a week in October where they try and release certain amounts of books at that time, because that is the time which is perfect for Christmas. So you get them in October, and you have 2 months to build the hype and fans. So fans will buy all the books in October, and in November and December, people would just pick the book up and buy it for Christmas presents. So it's the perfect time to release them. And the reason I discuss it in this way is because I kind of want to drill a point, which I've not, well, luckily most people know about, is I always have this saying, which is life is too short to read crap books. I always say that when people talk to me about book reading. And I realise up to a point that statement is true, and it's false. Life is too short to read crap books in your opinion. Like, for example, just because I don't like reading that book doesn't mean, like, I don't like Sarah J. Maas. Just because I don't like reading her doesn't mean someone else won't find the book enjoyable. For example, I love Harry Potter. I am completely okay with the fact if you don't like Harry Potter, because it's you. You're individual, and you need to find a book that makes you happy. So I had to remodel that in my head, and with these 4 titles, they're so diverse, and there's really strong fans and feelings for all these 4 authors and these 4 books. I just wanted to chat them to say, if you want to read them. If you don't, don't. But are you guys going to pre-order them? Are you going to read them? Is there any reasons I should make myself cry and read them? So yeah, that's it. So comment down below, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, you know the drill. Okay, one more video to record, and then I'm done for the evening, and I don't have to edit, and I can sit down and watch Wimbledon. And something's happening on Wimbledon. I think someone's thrown a hissy fit. No, but apparently it's okay for a man to blow in his hand like that. Don't know what that means. Anyway, catch you guys later.